Hey, and welcome back to Azeroth Adventures with Ayverna. I did all those quests that these guys gave me in the end of the last episode. I went back and I killed a bunch of Moss-hide Gnolls. I hunted Horrorjaw again, which you already saw on camera last episode. And I picked up a bunch of gizmos and gadgets that were just littered around the environment. Like these little things, but some were a lot smaller than that. I just didn't feel like recording all of it, and it was just too much of the same grindy, and I want to get out of the moist lands pretty quickly because it's kind of boring. Did you get it? Do you have Horrorjaw's hide? Yes, I do. Amazing. You're a true hero, Ayverna. I'll never forget what you've done for me and my family. I know it's not much, but please, take this with my blessing.
Please bless you.
I mean, you didn't have to give me anything. Get your shit together for your family, man.
How are you?
There should be about 8 ingots stolen. Right, I had to pick up ingots off of those gnolls because they had stolen them, and I did. Well done. The Ironforge Guard appreciates this, Ayverna. You've done our city a fine favour. But something new has come up. Of course it has. Of course. And I'm not sure that she can actually... Oh, whoops. She's using a two-handed staff, so I'm not going to be able to use anything that takes, something like this. I can't use any offhand items. So what I'm going to do is just get the most expensive one, which is actually this one.
Safe travels.
Is there someone here who can buy a bunch of my stuff? Who's this guy? Yes, there we go. I'm going to have to sell a bunch of stuff and then try to turn in the quest to her yet again. Okay. I'm just sighing because sometimes I just can't speak and I just find myself like, so frustrated with that. Okay, so I'm going to move this meat here. I'll keep these here. This can go here. Sell all this shite. So much to sell, and they don't give me much of anything, so... put this alcohol here. What is it? Rumsy Rum Dark. A watertight trunk. Yes, let's right click it. Okay, so I got some wool cloth, and that looks like about it. Is that everything I need to sell? Okay. Good. Now I will take this to sell. Okay, and she's got a couple more things. No matter what's going on elsewhere, Ironforge hasn't forgotten this land, nor any of Casmodan. You may have seen them while you were out, but the Dark Iron clan has been spotted in this area. They're never up to any good, and it looks like they're kidnapping the Moss-hide Gnolls for some reason. I don't know what their game is, but we're putting a stop to this before more foul play occurs. Go and stop them. And if you're worried about fairness, try asking them politely first. See how far that gets you. Oh, Jesus, attitude. Kill 10 Dark Iron Trappers.
Keep your feet on the ground.
Okay, one more. I know we were just attacking the Gnolls ourselves, but I'm not about to let the Dark Iron capture them as slaves. For one, we found the thieves and took back what was missing, so justice is served. For another, whatever work the Dark Iron will be putting them to isn't something I want to allow. Either way, the Gnolls need to be freed. The trappers should have keys on them, so use those to open the cages. Obtain trappers' keys from Dark Iron Trappers and use them to free 6 Gnolls from the Gnoll cages. Okay.
Need assistance?
Did you find them? Yep. Oh, wonderful! I'll be able to start reassembling these right away. Thank you so much. You're welcome. You got nothing else, eh? So I'm basically just going back to the Gnolls again. Is that what I'm understanding? I'm going back to these Gnolls again, and I guess I'm saving the Gnolls now. I cannot speak for the life of me. It is the weirdest thing. This is what I do for a living, is frigging speaking. And sometimes I get behind a microphone and I'm just like, blah, 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 blah. It's like I've eaten I got marshmallows in my mouth and peanut butter in my teeth or something. I don't understand. Does not make any sense. The same thing kind of happens in the studio, although it's actually worse when I'm recording episodes of anything. I don't know why that is, but the same thing happens in the studio. I can speak just fine, but then when you put a microphone in front of it, and when you put a microphone and a game, I guess, in front of it, I start to just... My brain just starts to... What was that? Oh, neat. I can't wear those, but those are pretty cool. So these were the little gizmos that I had to pick up along my way for that one quest. Nothing too exciting. But it was, you know, pickup quests are pretty easy to do when you've got a bunch of other shit going on in the same area. So kind of, you know, gets two birds stoned at once sort of thing. Okay, so I'm supposed to be saving these gnolls, but for some reason I'm killing them? Maybe I misunderstood. I don't know. But I suppose that's saving them to a certain extent. If they're evil or something like that, you know, wiping them off the face of the planet is probably a good idea, because then they can start all over in a better place. But why do I have to kill them? They're fighting the Dark Irons, and the Dark Irons are my enemy. So the enemy of my enemy is my enemy? That doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense at all. There we go. We got a key from the trapper here. So we basically only have to kill the Dark Iron trapper. But for some reason the gnolls attack us too, not realizing that, hey, I just saved your ass, man. I just saved your ass. Why would you come after me like that? That's not very nice. So maybe you can go away? Why don't you go away? So I have to kill them too. I'm supposed to be saving them from these Dark Iron trappers, but once I get rid of the Dark Iron trapper and I get his key or whatever else, I end up having to kill these guys. It doesn't make much sense. I thought they were slaves? So I guess it's better to be dead than be a slave is the message here? I don't know. What is with all these dead snakes everywhere? That's kind of funny. Well, I guess they're still my enemies, aren't they? Because these are their camps. So what's happening is the Dark Irons have come to their camps to try to enslave them, to take them back to their bases, wherever their bases are. Oh my god, I got a lot of real cool stuff. Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa. Holy shit. That came out of nowhere. Nice. Oh, that is awesome. Okay, let's check it out. Check it out. Nothing happened. Why did it... You can't do that when combat. Oh. Nothing happened because apparently I'm in combat. I had no clue that I was in combat. Sometimes the game tells you that and it's like, no, I'm not in freaking combat. What are you talking about? It still says I'm in combat, so I don't think I'll be able to change that until I, till I'm out of this area. Maybe because this is like a contested area. Not... well, not Alliance versus Horde, but these two guys are versus each other. So maybe that makes all the difference? I don't know. I thought that guy was going to come after me right after that. Weird. This is so clearly me not being in a fight. Like, once he's dead anyway. This is so clearly me not being in a fight. So it's weird that it would... See, it's still... Jesus, slowed me right down. What is this? It's blinking red, which means that I'm in a fight, but I'm actually not in a fight, so I'm confused about that, but what are you gonna do? I don't understand what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay, so I have to help gnolls escape? Gnolls freed. Use them to free 6 gnolls from the gnoll cages. Well, I'm not seeing any gnoll cages. Huh. I don't see any cages anywhere. This is really, really strange. But I still have to kill 10 of these guys anyway, so I'll head in that direction. And I guess I gotta kill some of these guys because they're still my enemies. It's like, oh, you just freed us from slavery. Well, now we're gonna kill you. That doesn't really make much sense. Your sense of gratitude is a little warped, if you ask me, but what are you gonna do? So hopefully I will see some cages here, because I have not seen a single cage. I don't even know what they look like. Probably just like a normal everyday cage. It's kind of what I'm thinking. So if they're fighting each other, they'll leave me alone. I can basically just wiggle my way through this area. And maybe that's why it's flashing red like I'm in battle? This guy's gonna come after me, though, if I go towards this, what is this, Mage Royal? King's Blood. I always get those two mixed up. Mage Royal is like roses. Mage Royal is like roses, and King's Blood is more like a purple tuft. So I'm just going to have to remember that from now on. Come on, come on, come on. Go. There we go. So because I'm trying to find these friggin' cages, I'm just collecting. There's a lot of stuff out here. It's like a burning bush. But I'm not seeing a single solitary cage. That is so confusing. And if I want to collect what these guys have, unfortunately, I have to kill them. And that's weird that these vipers just come up and bite you and then die. Doesn't make much sense. But it seems sometimes that a lot of things don't make much sense. Okay, come on. You don't need to be alive anymore. I mean, who are you trying to kid? Okay, so I'm seeing another blue thing here. So the gnolls must be all the way over here, which is a little bit irritating. Because you would hope they would be in the battlefront somewhere so I can kind of do more than one thing at one time. See, I can walk right past these guys as they're fighting. That is a blessing. There we go. There's a cage. Nice, nice, nice. Nice, nice, nice. So we can get rid of these two buds. Oh, nice. He's a rare. Nicely done. So when I let these gnolls out, are they just gonna kill me? Oh, I can't even wear that anyway. Oh, frig. I got another friggin' guy on me. Frig off, man. Frig off. So I got rid of a rare there, Rufus Darkshot, which is pretty cool. I do like that very much. Yeah, there you go. But apparently I don't have any room for anything, so I'm gonna have to clean a few things out here. Let's let this guy out. Please don't attack me. Please be grateful. Thank you so much. Oh, there's another one right next to me, right in front of me here. Okay, we only got to do 4 more of those guys, and I got to figure out what it is I can move around here. Let's just drink some rum. Why not? That seems smart. You're out and about. You're out and about rescuing people and fighting people. Gotta have a drink. Oh, he saw me. He saw me. What's with all these, they've got all these trapping... Oh, because they're trappers. Duh. Duh. That should have been a little bit more, obvious to me. But it wasn't quite obvious to me, unfortunately. Come on. Yeah, so when they die, they... Oh, weird. When they die, they drop a trap? That's really strange. That is really, really strange. So I'm going to rescue the rest of these gnolls, and then I'm going to go back to the encampment, and that's where we're going to come back in, because this is now we're getting into grindy territory. So it'd be really nice to not have to show you all this stuff, because it, you know, it gets repetitive. That was strange. As soon as they say I'll be back in a few minutes, something hilarious happens, and I'm just like, yeah. Glitches are why I love games. Glitches make games even better. Alright, so we freed the last gnoll, and we're gonna head on back to camp. Alright, back at Swiftgear Station. What does Shyla have to say? Dark Iron Trappers. I don't suppose they agreed to come along quietly? Didn't think so. Of course they didn't. That should do it. The more gnolls those fools have to chase after, the easier it'll be to keep them in line. Sure. I found out who's pulling the strings on this operation here. Yorla Darksnare is directing the Dark Iron Dwarves from a camp to the east, and it might have been orders to have the gnolls steal Ironforge's gold in the first place. What's more, she's a wanted criminal. She's been inciting rebellion and attacks against Ironforge since Magni was still alive. She can't slip through our fingers this time, Ayverna. Go and get her. Slay Yorla Darksnare, the chick with the hard name to say. So I have to go back to where I was. Oh my god. Well, while I'm here, I'm going to do some stuff. So I'm going to cut back out until we get to Yorla Darksnare. Alright, we're coming up on the camp, where we're going to find Yorla Darksnare? Is that what it was? Yorla Darksnare? Well, we're coming up on the camp anyway. It's a really long trek from the encampment to the Dark Irons camp. I guess they couldn't be right beside each other. Otherwise, you know, there'd be nothing but warring all the time. Which, you know, World of Warcraft, so I don't expect anything other than. Alright, come on. Don't shoot at me. Come here and fight me like a man. She said as she sends smite missiles his way. Yes, get that viper. Suddenly vipers... Whoa, what was that? Oh, it's offhand. I was hoping that was a... Because that end would make a pretty sweet looking wand or staff, you know? That would look really sweet. Okay, we're going to get this Yorla chick. Yorla Darksnare. They must come up with their names on their own, like that's the idea of it. Because these are all trappers. So for her name to be Darksnare, as in to trap, to snare, it's just a weird, interesting thing that the game tends to do. You see it over and over again in these different camps, in these different groups of enemies. Or frenemies, as the case may be. Like, oh my god. Okay, so... let's kill this chica. Can you please be dead now? Oh, shoot. I think I walked right into that trap, and I think it actually affected me differently than I had expected. Nice. So she is slain. What else is happening up here? Nothing. So, oh shit, I didn't even see a guy was here. Frig. So I got Yorla. So obviously I need to go all the way back to the encampment. The quote-unquote good guys. Even though they keep sending me to kill people. Doesn't really seem quote-unquote good now, does it? Oh, it slowed me right down. I don't like it. And there's an ooze, so I'm trying to avoid him because those guys are just really, really annoying. I find that they're always harder than everyone else in the same on the same level. Like just a little bit harder. They hit a little bit more or something like that. It's not like they hit harder. They just seem to have more shots. They seem to get more shots in. I don't know. Just something I have observed. So let's head back to the camp. And I think this is going to be a shorter one today because my house is kind of bustling with activity and I'm starting to get frustrated that I can't have quiet. So I am... There's only so much longer I can do this today.
Hello.
Hello. A job well done. You've brought one of Ironforge's most wanted to justice today, Ayverna. I'd say you've earned a mighty fine reward. Well, I can't use 3 out of 4 of these, and this one is a lot weaker than what I already have, the Medicine Staff of the Bear. So we're going to go for the most expensive one, 26, I guess this one, 26.25. You going to send me somewhere else? Good. Prospector Welgar's been leading an excavation in the mountains southeast of here for quite some time. He had some raptor problems back in the day, but things were going better recently. Just the other day, we got word he had to evacuate the entire dig site again. I'm not sure what's going on there, but I can't imagine the Cataclysm making a quarry any safer than it was before. There's good dwarves working there, Ayverna. Would you go see what's wrong there and maybe lend a hand? Speak with Prospector Welgar at Welgar's Retreat, southeast of Swiftgear Station.
See you soon.
Okay, and that's what we're going to do in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. I realize this might be a shorter episode because I'm going to be cutting out quite a bit. And I can hear Charlie meowing at me to get me to stop playing video games and and spend a little bit of time with her. So I'd better go, but I hope you're all having a beautiful day. Thank you so much for watching my Azeroth Adventures with Ayverna, and I will catch you in the next one. From me and Ayverna herself, we bid you a beautiful hey door.